let me show you a thing. Like this lovely questionnaire that Nintendo so helpfully provided for us. It's a personality test with Kirby and friends. Which spot sounds like the most fun? Crunching through leaves on a hike, getting creative in an art studio. I can literally hang out anywhere, wherever I can fresh ingredients. Wherever I can fresh ingredients. Wow, that's a buff motherfucking penguin. Okay, bad thing happens. Kirby is awakened from his slumber. And he has to fight a tree again. I hear this game has some pretty good lighting, too. I like lighting. I like when lights look like lights and stuff. That's good, right? World of Peace. Dreamland. Okay, hello. Grown-ass man. World of Peace, they say. This is the, you throw them hearts and then... We're in love now. We're gonna get married. I finally got married. It wasn't in Skyrim, it was in Kirby. Up B with sword. Oh shit, Smash Brothers moves! I'm so ready for the new Smash Brothers. Thanks, Kirby. Sorry, that sounded more like a demented Marge Simpson. Like witch Marge Simpson. Palace, you can meet dream character here if you use the Dream Rod. Can you combine that with the water ability and get the what? Never mind. Come on, motherfucking Waddle Dee. Motherfucking Waddle Dee, bandana Waddle Dee. I still have that amiibo. I mean, I never, at any point, ever owned a Waddle Dee amiibo. I'm still trying to tell that story. If anyone from Nintendo is watching the stream right now and they hear my conversation with you, chat, they're gonna be like, we need to remove this man from the internet. He's ruining our Kirby games. These sweet, innocent characters. Fuck. What am I doing? Why am I allowed to do this? How do we get through the door? Also, is this a cool whip? Bowser is only 4 feet tall. Judging by Luigi's penis. This is not normal. And Chad just said, I can't believe Luigi was 20 when he was born. Well, these Mario Brothers didn't have the usual birth that you think of. Italian, listen, as an Italian, I can say Italian women are very strong. You know, we gestate within the womb an extra 20 years or so. You know, we're fully grown. That's why so many of us are man-children, because we're like, you know, we're calling up through the stomach. We're like,
Ma, eat more McDonald's! I want more nuggies!
and then she's like,
motherfucker, as soon as you're born, I'm gonna go to Atlantic City and I'm gonna spend the twilight years of my life drinking and getting fucked up at the Trop Casino and Hotel and drink a fucking pack of Pall Mall cigarettes, motherfucker.
You again. I fought this tree like 18 times. Pause for lore. Is the lore thing still a thing? Pause for lore is back. Oh god, no! Put those away! I don't want to see them! Alright, well, game's over. So someone drew King DDD as Guy Fieri after my conspiracy theory observation that Triple D and King DDD, it's just the same thing. If you put numbers in your ass, and then someone eats the numbers, did they eat ass? It was the worst thing I've said on the stream. And it wasn't even funny. Like, normally you go for something like that for the, like, comedic value. That was just terrible. Spelunky 3? We're gonna just skip Spelunky 2 on the Nintendo Switch. And we're gonna go straight to Spelunky 3 on the Nintendo DS. Not the 3DS. I could see, Koizumi or Bill Trinan for, like, the Nindy Direct. He, like, shows up. He's like, we've heard a lot of complaints about the 3DS. We know people are sick of games on it. And why are we still supporting something that's this old? Well, we've heard you. And that's why we're releasing Spelunky 3 on the Nintendo DS Entertainment System. Also, the first Super Nintendo game in 10, 15, 25 years, however long it's been, is coming out in the next month. Luigi's Mansion 3 has been announced for the Nintendo Entertainment System, or the other potato. Wait, why are my friends- what the fuck? I'm sorry? Did you know that DDD has a first name? DDD's the last name. Erasmus. King Erasmus III DDD. Put the 3 at the end and you got it. Actually, yeah. Actually, his last name is just D the Third. Combo abilities seem a bit lackluster. They're not as fleshed out as Kirby 64. I'm sorry, Reggie. Jesus, I didn't mean it. No, really, I didn't mean it. I like Kirby. I like the new Kirby. I didn't mean to shit on it. Why'd you take my stream offline, Reggie? Come on. I say one slightly negative thing about Kirby and then my stream goes offline. My internet's fine, so I can't help but think maybe Reggie's watching. Come on, Reggie. It is as fleshed out as Kirby 64, I swear. The powers are very extensive, very creative, very good. Did you see that? I just threw the hammer away in spectacular fashion. Just remember, with the power of friendship, you can bridge any conflict. I'm the best at building bridges. Okay, now we have to build a scoop. Where'd the bird go? No! Jesus fuck. For a ninja, that helper was not very nimble. You call DDD your friend, but you're not on a first name basis. Erasmus von Reginald King D. Oh shit, sorry. I unfriended King DDD. That was brutal. That was like social media. I didn't think he was gonna just fucking disappear like that. Yeah, he just teleported. That's right. King DDD's not dead. It was just a teleport. Teleported right to the afterlife. No more. Cube! Suplex dream. I dream of suplexing. Every night. Oh, come on! This fucking whip guy! I just wanted the whip. So, I guess it's time to hit up Germa. Do you think Germa's a germaphobe? Do you think people that don't like Germa are in an anti-Germa fan club called Germaphobes? Do you think after this stream that a number of my loyal viewers are just gonna stop watching because it has become just entirely too stupid? Speaking of Indiana Jones, Indiana Jones 5 has been officially announced for filming next year. April of next year. But yeah, Shia LaBeouf was introduced as Indy's son in the previous movie. And Shia LaBeouf said some pretty miserable things about Spielberg and the previous movie. And he's also, well, he's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble lately. He's not exactly the hot button actor of the moment. So I have a feeling they're just going to abandon that plot line entirely.
The boar is gone.
Harrison, does Shia LaBeouf still act? Part-time! 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 Come on, boy! Get back in! Get back in, boy! I need you in there!
Where, Dad?
Where you came from, boy! Where the seed originates, boy! What is this, party bird? Festival. You're joking. Whoa. What the fuck? Alright, here. Gordon Ramsay here. I'm going to tell you how to make an authentic Philly-style cheesesteak. But first, the creme fraiche. Throw a little bit on there, and then you get the fillet cut of the meat. Delicious, the best cut. This is what they use in Philly. Alright, then some capers, some fresh oysters for a little boost to the flavor, yeah? Little boost. Then you finish it off with a little bit of pineapple. Authentic Philadelphia cheesesteak. And of course a little oval. Just a I'm good at this game. No, really. Probably gonna die, and then I'm maybe going to solo Meta Knight. Nope, sorry bird, you're dead. No way around it. Ow. Let's see what a 1v1 looks like. Oh shit, he kicks it away. Okay, no, wait a minute. Meta Knight's a darker character than we've ever had. And seeing him dance around sillily like that. Sillily? Soliloquy. Endgame. We did it. We're there. The final level. It took so long, but we're finally here. No, there's plenty more, I'm just messing around.
Alright, it's me, Satan. Welcome to my castle. I hope you all have a good stay. I call it the Fortress of Shadows. What's wrong, guys? Oh, really? What's wrong? Guys, it's fine, come on my castle, I'll make you dinner! Come on over for dinner! Pitch Shifter in Adobe Premiere, or rather Audition, is amazing. How about this? It was a movie. Knock my titty out of farm. E-I-E-I-O. Knock my titty out of farm. E-I-E-I-O.
The second death was due to negligence and, believe it or not knowing where I am. Pawn and con. Here we go. Yes! So happy I saved that. As a George Clooney. No, it's not George Clooney. As a the cartoon Batman. No, it's not. What the fuck does that even mean? As a Adam West. As Batmarl. It's Batmarl. No? Okay, you know what? You saw Adventure Call. I gotta show you Buttmarl.
Armor or something, because I've had some exciting news. Got a call completely out of the blue yesterday from an old friend who wants to pop by and say hello. You'll know him from Top Gun, Batman Forever. I know him because we made a little cult movie together called Willow. Mr. Val Kilmer is stopping by.
Oh, it's yours?
No, I just rent a unit here. I had to downsize recently for efficiency.
Have you got a secretary?
Yeah.
I've got a routine that I always do, and it kills.
Okay.
All right, just a sec.
Steph?
A surprise for you here, Sheriff.
Batman.
Yeah, but
Batman.
who is it?
Batman.
Right, but who's behind the mask? It's not just any person.
It is a person though, it's not the real Batman, that's a comic.
Yeah, you're right, but it's who's under the mask that's a surprise. It's someone who played Batman in the films.
What films?
The Batman films. Have you seen those films?
Yeah.
Good, right. So, who is it?
Christian Bale.
No, earlier than that.
Michael Keaton.
No,
Is it George Clooney?
no,
I love George Clooney.
no, it's not George Clooney.
Oh, I wish it was George Clooney.
Well, it isn't. Who else played Batman?
Adam West?
How is it fucking Adam West? He's about 85. Guess again.
That fucking voice.
That's all the Batman.
No, you haven't. Who else is there?
Is it the cartoon version?
Don't even know what that means.
Batman.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Sorry about this, Val. Oh, said his name. So you got Val. Who is it?
Is it Michael Keaton?
Forget it. Take it off. It's Val Kilmer.
Oh, are you an actor?
Buttball. Or Val Kilmer. That's from Life's Too Short. That's the name of the show. It's a show that Ricky and Steve did. But yeah, this show was very short-lived. That was not an attempt at a pun. I swear to fucking Christ in all the heavens that was not intended. No. How's the difficulty of the game so far? I died twice. One time because I couldn't see my character amidst the chaos, and I just walked off a ledge. Does that answer your question? I'm gonna miss the staff ability. Wow. Same place. I just figured it out. It's Waddle Dee and Waddle Doo because they waddle when they walk. They're like little penguins. They're round, so they can't walk, like, very fast. So they waddle. Ah, top 10 Kirby lore! King DDD moonlights as a chef on a popular network television show. Restaurant in Times Square, I believe, just closed. And then, like, a drink. If you want, like, a margarita, you're gonna end up spending 15 bucks. Oh my god. Those poor sons of bitches. King DDD, how did you survive? Guy's Big Balls is the name of one of the appetizers. Snuggle up to 2 4-piece rice-a-roni crusted mozzarella balls, endangered with shaved lamb and pork, and unblasted with Guy's signature Cadillac cream sauce until dripping off the plate. Served nestled inside a tempura pickle with a side of maximum well-done duck skin. Extra wet naps, $3.50. You gotta be— no, this isn't real. No, this is not real. Vinny, I'm asking out of curiosity as a British pleb, what do Americans not eat? They seem to make food out of any combo. Well, not all Americans eat, like, trash like a raccoon. I know that's the stereotype, and it's somewhat accurate, but, that's not always the case. Also missed a couple things there. Slightly distracted by— like, I'm really morbidly curious about these prices now, and I missed another thing. Man, that was rubbish. That was just straight up fucking rubbish. I'm doing that again. And herein lies the problem of the game. I accidentally spit out spider ability. Why, you may ask? I couldn't see what the fuck was happening.
To dote, shall I compare
there it is.
To a summer's day?
Worf is just, like, confused. He's just so confused. King DDD, do it! Deliver the final blow! Help me. Kill, yes! DDD coming in. The clutch. King, no. King DDD, we need these pathetic creatures. And the anxiety is so severe that not even, like, 3? Meanwhile, for me, I can take a melatonin. That's 4. So, separate the spot where you— oh, I didn't see that gap. Or, like, you know, read a book on the couch, and then switch to the bed when you're done. Because then your brain— that's awesome. This is good. As it turns out, this is actually Vinny's attempt at putting the person who was having trouble sleeping to sleep. I did it. Yay. Oh, shit! Like some Death Star trench run shit. Oh shit, I woke that person up now. Surprise Skyrim? No, Kirby. I'm gonna try to do this as long as I can without any allies. Sorry, I couldn't let this guy just die. You know, we got the suplex and everything. I feel like this part should be in 30 frames a second too, so I don't look at it and be like, great, I want that for the whole game. No. I mean, that's fine, but I kinda want a Bandana Waddle Dee, who is my favorite character in Kirby lore at the moment. Goodbye, Bugsy. Oh, it's Bugsy again. Remove Bugsy, become Bugsy. Vin, when do we get to see Erasmus perform the ritual? Which ritual? Why can't I say that word? That's like when I said breast before by accident. Like, what the hell is on my brain? Nothing. Playing video games. I'm thinking about video games. Ritual. It's always this goddamn tree. What are they, DDD? Oh my god, who's this? Uncle Wispy? Yiggy Woods? What an intolerable tree. Hey, speaking of, that documentary I was telling you guys about, that Wild Wild Country, documentary on Netflix that had, you know, it reminds me of Far Cry 5. Yeah, did you know that that cult discovered that if you put, beavers in a water supply, it could, in fact, add a lot of bacteria that could get people sick? So at one point, when the cult was doing some pretty nefarious shit, they couldn't get the beavers into the water supply because there were, gates, there were fences, you know, over the water, like grates, so they blended beavers together and poured the beaver juice into the water supply so that people of the town would get sick. Anyone want to start a cult? So I believe the statement being made here is that friendship is all about building bridges. The brain yacht has arrived. My only regret is that I could not make a scoop. I feel like that would make a good, that emote of brain yacht would make a good, like, Twilight Zone episode. It probably exists in fiction. But, like, maybe the story is that one day there's someone that is granted super intelligence, right? And they're, like, there's a moral here, right? But so they're granted super intelligence by some alien or some entity, whatever, or maybe they just wake up with it and they find themselves very, very, very smart. And at first, they look fine, but as their intelligence grows, as their intelligence grows, so too does their head. And it gets all veiny and bright and weird, and like their head just becomes like fucking Martian Mars Attacks head with like visible pulsating brain. But even though they're so smart, they are unaware of this, and people don't want to be near them because, you know, the brain. And they start getting, like, the person with the brain yacht gets very, like, cocky, and they start bragging about their intelligence and like, well, I know better than you. And no one wants to be near them because of the brain. But then you find out at the end of the episode that it wasn't a brain. It was just him being overconfident and cocky and narcissistic about his intelligence that made everybody want to retreat and draw away from them. That's the moral of the story. They were willing to accept the brain yacht, but he was just an unsufferable fucking prick. Jimmy Neutron did that? Well, shit. That's an actual episode of Jimmy Neutron. God damn it. Well, I didn't grow up with Jimmy Neutron, man. That was a little bit after my time. It did 90% of what you said. To be fair, you have to have a very IQ to understand Jimmy Neutron. Well, I'm gonna sue Jimmy Neutron, like the writers of Jimmy Neutron. Wonder how good a lawyer has to be to convince a jury and a judge that a client went back in time to steal an idea, or forward in time and then went back in time to implement the idea. What if there was like, maybe there was proof, or maybe, okay, what if you blended beavers into the town's water reserve, and then they couldn't think properly? Okay, now is that an episode of Jimmy Neutron? Sheen put ground beaver in the water. Who's Sheen? Hey, Rev. How you doing? Does anyone remember the episode where Carl's ass got pregnant? Excuse me? Oh my god. What the fuck were you people watching when you were kids? I was watching, like, Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. You guys were watching pregnant ass? Oh good, I'll need those extra lives. Chat, you have so little faith. You have so little faith. I mean, I only died jumping into a bottomless pit in this game like 36 times. Vinny, you can't go to Dreamland now. I thought that was a tip for the game. I thought like classic Kirby's Dream Land was in the game, and then I realized, oh, I yawned. Dinner time! If you just cook your friends, you can get them back to full health. Remember this. It will serve you well in life. Oh man, this is a tough call, but I'm gonna go ninja. Or not. Yeah, fuck ninja. Yeah, how did I miss that? That was like right there. The Day the Brain Yacht Went Away will be the name of the episode. Thank you, Chef. Wow, Chef is saving this. Chef is like, what are you? An idiot sandwich. We're gonna make the best meals. The problem is the kitchen is gonna be a mess now because we have 3 chefs with 3 very distinct and strong personalities. So no one's gonna be able to take charge appropriately in the kitchen. Gordon, Blorden, and Jordan, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Starring Larry David as Kirby. That's a great idea. Well, now that Nintendo's not opposed to making movies anymore, you should send them that idea. Do you want to work at my restaurant? Huh? Oh god. Okay. If you survive this season of Hell's Kitchen, you'll work at one of my fancy restaurants. 5-star Michelin rating. There aren't even 5 stars in the Michelin Guide. Chances are your career will tank. Oh god, it's like a mosaic. Oh god, it's like a cum cabaret. Fire doesn't cut rope. I need a 1,000 degree glowing hot knife. So that's still a thing, isn't it? Actually, there's this channel that is extremely addictive to watch. The channel I was talking about is this dude that just makes knives out of weird things, like, the one that people were linking me was the one made out of spaghetti. There's one where he hammers aluminum foil together. Kiwami Japan is the name of the channel. Alright? Pasta kitchen knife. So, you start by, making this thing. You make that first. Blend the pasta until you have a paste. And then you use your water cow. Right? And then you make a dough out of the pasta. Of course. Then you make a mold. How do you make the mold? Well, obviously you have to cut around the knife. You know? Then dry for- whoa, I missed that part. Dry for 1 week? No shit. But this dude's channel, I think, is just about, like, knives and making knives out of things. So, I guess you get to a point where it's like, well, what can I do for the most viral... I don't even know what that is, man. You can see. Look at the ease. Well, it's actually kind of rubbish at cutting through anything. It should not take that much effort to cut through tomato. But, you know, you can stab a fucking box with it. And the other one. So, and then of course, you want to cook and eat the knife as you do. Then you heat up the foil on the stove until you get something that is very, very hard. And then you just sharpen the aluminum foil. This actually turns into a decent It's a quirky channel. I just really, really wanted to show this off because this channel is fascinating. Burnt pepperoni knife? That was a Rickroll. At the end of every Kirby playthrough, I usually end up going back to levels where I missed shit. This game is no exception. This game is no suggestion. I would suggest this game. I would give it like a strong to medium suggestion to someone, you know, who wanted like a decent game on the Switch. I would give it as a suggestion. Vinny, are you trying to sell us a knife set? Nope, I'm just trying to sell you guys some candles. Blumpco knives on sale. Get that merch. When you think about it, aren't cars just metal ravioli and we're the meat? I would have expected that out of Rev, but not you, Desert. I mean that as a compliment. I have to know what this is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. What the hell? What the fuck? You know, I'm just gonna let this happen. No snowman has ever been more fucked in the history of snowmen. Running low on lives? Yeah. Yeah, I probably won't have enough to finish the game. Japeroonies. Why don't we talk about knives? So we saw a pasta knife And a tin foil knife. What else would you like to see a knife made out of? Fingers? Excuse me? Fingers. Smaller knives. A knife made out of knives. A knife made out of blood. Clown material. Guns. Butter knife. I hate you. But what would we call it? Beaver juice? Please, don't remind me of the beavers, that you're encouraging bad behavior and bad habits. That's like offering a cigarette to someone who just quit. It's Gooey with the ridiculously long tongue. This weird wobbler has hopped in from Kirby's Dream Land 3. Not even Gooey knows why he's here, but we're all glad to see him show up. Quick lick, flicker lick. I don't like this. Snack lick, tongue slingshot, parasol Gooey, parasol spin, dark laser flare? Like, wait a minute. You got lick moves, parasol moves, and dark laser flare. What? What? This is so stupid. Yeah, Gooey is now the most powerful being in the universe, as far as I'm concerned. Speed Gooigi. Well, maybe that would be a Franker-face emo. Oh! God! Don't do that. I needed the microphone. Fuck. God damn it. Stop. Stop. Oh shit, that was my fault that time. Oh no, not the cloud. Kracko again? Have you met Gooey? Is that ever going to... That just never ended. Sorry about that. Nope, lore's gone. Here, a sentient cloud with an eyeball that's lightning. Wow. How do you manage to forget after all this time? The only game I ever have to pause for lore is this game. Or other such Kirby games. There was like one other game I had to pause for lore. So it's not my first instinct. You know, I get into the fight. I want to fight.
My name is Kirby, and I likes to fight.
Alright. It's time to begin communism. The famous jester from Kirby Superstar has finally arrived to get in on the action. Sure, he's had a diabolical past as a final boss, but he'll be your buddy if you keep him well fed. It's a dream come true. Oh my god, I love it. However, it gets off Kirby. No, I mean Kirby gets off. No, I mean when you do the move, Kirby doesn't... he stops riding. Kirby stops riding marks. I mean, when you do the black hole move, when you're done with it, Kirby dismounts. I don't know how to explain this without it being weird. Did you guys see the post about understanding lore? It's the Brain Yacht posts. And, like, understanding Metal Gear lore, understanding Souls lore, etc, etc, etc. And then the final brain is Kirby lore. And sometimes... I just can't keep up. I mean, obviously, memorizing a character and knowing a character is different than the lore, but this game, like, this series has a lot of fucking characters, a surprising amount of continuity, and some pretty deep lore. How did you get ice cream from this? I just want to know where the ice cream came from. I know I'm supposed to suspend my disbelief, but please. I can believe, like, volcanoes and meteorites and, like, a little jester dude with a black hole. I can believe all this. But don't tell me you cooked ice cream. Oh shit, this reminds me of that game, Majorpo's Borpo. Give Marks an element so he can nuke everything? Okay. Who's the streamer that, forget his name, that does the old lady voice and fucks with scammers? Kit Boga? Anyway, that dude... There's a video going around, like a Twitch clip, of him. There's a clip going around of Kit Boga doing the old lady, pranking the scammer, like an IRS scam, and the dude actually threatens to kill. He's like, I will kill you.
You can't kill a United States citizen.
I am going to kill you.
There were a number of people who were defending the scammers, saying, oh, well, this guy's pranking them, he's like wasting like 20 minutes, half hour of their lives. You know, he's being cruel to the scammers. And then this guy's like, I'm outside your house and I'm going to kill you. He's like, you're going to what? And he's like, I'm going to kill you. An old lady! He thought he was talking to an old lady the whole time. Like a dude pretending to be from the IRS so he could steal money from an old lady. That's amazing. That is an amazing thing. The fact that anyone would defend that is just like, really? Are we that? Can we just not do that? Look, I did it. The seal has been broken. Speaking of the seal being broken, can any of you recall your longest piss? I haven't run out of topics of conversation. June 4th, 2015. Mine was April 7th, 2006. Good chat, good chat. Glad we could discuss all this. I can't actually recall a really particularly long pee, and it was probably like 10 years ago. I don't know how it happened. I don't know. I think alcohol was involved, but the bathroom was like scum at this bar I was at, and so I just didn't want to use it. It was like, okay, this was the worst bar bathroom ever. Shit, Gooey got squished. No, the bar bathroom was frequently like pissy on the floor. You know, just like really no one cared about this bathroom, and they did not care about their customers either, so it was just always... It was always a mess, and it smelled really bad, and it was like, you didn't want to go in there. But here's the other thing, it was always packed. It was one bathroom for a crowded bar that I used to go to. Single bathroom. I just said, you know what, no. And I guess I drank and continued drinking. So yeah, I guess I just forgot about my bladder. And then I called a car service, and of course, now I'm in a car service, and I'm sitting, and I'm like, you know, not talking, and I'm sedentary, and I notice, oh, my bladder feels like it's going to explode. Like there's a water balloon in there that's being inflated further and further and further. It's a clown. I don't know why I said the word clown. There's no reason to bring clowns into this. I'm sorry to you and clowns. It was just really, really painful, and yet I couldn't tell the person to pull over so I could pee in like the woods or something, or like on the side of the street. I wanted to. Part of me felt like maybe I could have just peed in the car, because when you have the alcohols, maybe you don't care about these things very much. But no, I waited, and I had to get home, and it was bad. It was a very, 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 very long... It didn't even feel good to pee. I can't believe this is a topic of conversation, but we've talked about ground up beavers in like a smoothie. So this isn't so bad. This is pretty tame in comparison, I'd say. But yeah, it didn't even feel... It wasn't like, wow, this is great. And it lasted like 3.5 minutes. It was so like, and then every time I thought it was done. Yeah, it's weird because my memory is so garbage, but I remember this piss. How is that possible? I can't remember what I ate. I can't remember the names of the characters in this game. I can't tell you the difference between a Waddle Dee and a Waddle Doo. But I can tell you in vivid detail my longest piss ever. It was the scene from Austin Powers. Yeah, it was, but it was, again, it hurt. It actually hurt. It wasn't like, thank God for this. It was like, ow! If you, like, tallied the amount of money I spent on alcohol that night, my piss was probably worth like 35, 40 bucks. I've succeeded. Someone in chat said, what the fuck is this conversation? That's 2 nights in a row now. I feel like I'm hitting a sweet spot in my streaming career. What do you guys think? I think I'm peaking. I finally become who I was meant to become. Marx is back. What you say for yourself, Marx? Let's kill someone! Like, seriously, just when you think maybe they've run out of ideas for powers in a Kirby game, Paint comes along and it's like, wow, this is perfect. Sadly, Circus was not to make a return in this game. Circus was a good one. It was clowns. Oh! Oh, great. Some say if you go below 100 lives, the game just stops. Help me remember the name of the star of the movie District 9. What was that lead actor's name? Chartlow Fartley? John District. Do you think Kirby has a G-spot on the back of his throat? No, but look, hear me out. It's because he doesn't have any other visible areas. So I'm wondering if maybe the amount of people who are saying unsubbed at this present moment that are not currently subbed is astounding. Vinny, I'm subbing to you so I can unsub to you. I'm really good at this wheel segment. I fucking knew it! Hal. That's nice. Did Marks die? Why did Marks become a spider? What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck just happened? You killed him? What do you mean I killed him? I didn't kill him! I didn't kill him! Oh, he collected a power-up. I think we've just discovered the worst voice that I can do. Or possibly the most annoying. I didn't kill him! Since I made the observation about the back of Kirby's throat, my subs have gone up by 3. No, I just wonder, like, what's the limit? Like, beaver smoothies? Here, Vin, have a sub. And this is, you know what it is? It's actually a symptom of me streaming every day. And running out of things to say. It just gets weirder and weirder in the in the darkest, furthest back recesses of my brain yacht. It just gets stranger and stranger, and then, you know, I run out of stuff, and then I think of stuff, and it's bad. Anyway, here's this thing. 4 or 5 days. So that's good. No! 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 Fuck.
Kill Jester.
I think the fact that Marks keeps dying in the most, it's like, horrific ways, or accidental ways, or intentional way, whatever you want to say. I have this weird feeling that it means something. I don't know what it means, but I'll let you know soon, comrade. As soon as I figure it out. Wow, I did it again. I'm paying very little attention. There are like 2 massive spiders. Well, massive not by Australia standards, but by New York standards, pretty fucking massive. They both looked exactly the same, and they were in the same place. So I'm wondering now if, like, these are spider babies from a couple months ago, just fully grown. And I'm wondering how they survived, and why they're in my house and not paying rent. It's okay, I'll be alone for this one. Lone Ninja Curb.
I got hate in my heart.
The fights in this game are really fun, and they're even more fun when you're alone. What is this interference? This music reminds me of something. You seem to be in my way. You knew I was gonna do that. Must we allow ourselves to fall into oblivion? No! No! No, 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 no! No, I say! We are the masters of the power. Oh, okay, I'm not trying to skip this. This is just happening on its own. You see it now, don't you? Anyone who interrupts our revival ceremony, we must kindly ask that they please disappear forever. Man, yeah, ninja was not maybe my best choice here. Ah, yes, good. Ja, ja, ja. What is this? His once carefully concealed face. Sorry, I forgot the previous lore. Hello, Douglas. It's me, Highness. Highness is on a rampage. Tossing the 3 unconscious sisters around like rag dolls. It's clear he's lost his grip on reality. It's up to the Star Allies to bring an end to this nightmare and save everything. When you say Star Allies, you mean just Kirby. It's kind of fucked up what he's doing right now. Like, he's using them to- what are you doing? You're fucking insane. I don't think I can win this fight. I can't do any of my good moves. Because... this shit. Bad ability. Not good for this fight. Gather his power at an altar. Stop him. Star Allies and stuff. Whoops. Okay, well, goodbye, staff. Time to cannibalize some of my allies. Oh, look, they're Star Allies. Isn't that cute? Even though they're unconscious. Yeah, Yo-Yo. Yes, Yo-Yo!
How could you defeat me? The Lord Highness!
Actually.
Those who harbor the greatest of magic, I call upon you!
Oh wow, he just killed them.
Rise, destroyer of worlds. Rise, void termina!
That's pretty fucking dark. This is the power of friendship versus the power of asshole. It's Majorpo's Borpo. Oh, this is pretty badass. Okay, so I can feel this heart beating with the HD rumble, and it's kind of weird. Oh my god! Split! Oh, there was lore in there too? For fuck's sake, chat. I'm trying to, like, play my game. I'm trying to, like, enjoy the game, and I have to pause it. It's not it's not my first instinct. You didn't read chat. Yeah, you're right, I'm not reading chat. I'm trying to play my fucking game. Man, they don't fuck around with the bosses in the Kirby games. Kirby's Air Ride 2 is pretty fucking intense. What? It looks like Kirby. As the spring breeze blows, a young traveler appears after greeting new friends and bidding farewell to the old ones. His path has finally led him here. Let's beat this guy already after that lunch and a nap. Oh look, it's this. It's like straight out of Kirby 64, that particular thing. Oh my god. Piter, don't die. Chat's saying this is dark matter. Indeed. Was that Kirby that made that noise, or was that the dark matter? The lore is that they are related. They're very, very, very close brothers. Kirby is good matter. That was bad matter. Oh my god, there's more. Yeah, fuck off! So we're doing QTEs, huh? We got the big bang attack QTEs. We need more friendship. We need more love. Only love can overcome. And now we know how the Avengers Infinity War ends. This ending would have been, like, even better if I had not gotten Marks killed, or if I had, like, King DDD, you know, Meta Knight, and Marks, or whoever. Just any of the legendary heroes. Scoot. Even though there's only 4, I was worried there was only going to be 4 worlds, which is what people were telling me. I was like, oh great, only 4 worlds, but the last world was pretty substantial. It was like 2 or 3 worlds together. I wouldn't say it was my favorite Kirby. I think Planet Robobot might have been my favorite of the past 4, but this one's pretty close. I had a really good time with it. Bested by a CPU. Bested by 2 other CPUs. Another good addition to the Switch library, I'd say. And, another solid entry into the Kirby series. Let's, you know, murder a couple before I get in there. No, don't cook me! Oh my god! Just what you fuck? Did this game ever get challenging? It did a couple times, but I think that the real challenge is after you beat the game, according to Desert
pee?
You just cooked a banana. You mean I created a banana. The real challenge is the friends you made along the way. Okay. That's not friends. That's not friendship. This game is about friendship. Oh. The AI character I needed to do something died. I guess this is the probably the best example of a game where the friends you made along the way joke is perfect. This is the game where you can make that joke and it's good, like Chrome said. Chromatic. Chrome Dome. Hey Chrome, you think you can I call you Chrome Dome from now on? Is that good? Or would that ruin our friendship? How about Chrome Magnum? Oh man, thank God for the 3 up there. I am so happy about that. That is a beautiful thing. Let me tell you, get a chance to play a cool baby puzzle while the computer presses a bunch of buttons while you wait. And while that happens, 3 up. Just in case the baby puzzle was too hard.
This game is too hard.
Electric fuses should be instantaneous, by the way, I don't know. I expect full realism in my Kirby baby games. What happens when you run out of lives in this game? Okay, you get a call from John Nintendo. Reggie comes to your house and punches you in the face. And he says to you, I thought that was literally impossible. Your Switch bricks, your save files are erased. Your genitals are taken away. Just, you know, why not? Throw that in there. Oh, and you never get a chance to have a birthday ever again. You just stop aging, so it's worth it. Do you remember, those kazoo complaints? Or rather, the one complaint I got about the kazoo that gave the dude diarrhea? I'm not gonna go into full detail, but someone emailed me saying that, the metallic kazoo from Onage in the grab bag gave them diarrhea. Which, I mean, if you can quantify that, good fucking job. If you can like share the data on such a thing, then I'll be open to the idea, but he said that it had a foul metallic taste, which I don't know why he was sucking on it. Cute. This is memberberry juice blended into a nice cocktail. Similar to you know what else. You hear that? That was the HD Rumble. That was the HD Rumble! The HD Rumble can make music! What the fuck? This game is just, like, pure, concentrated, adorable. Every now and then, like, something will fly by from a previous game, and you'll get to see, like, a vomit comet, for example. Which is something like a Sharknado and an asshole casserole. Cop champs? I really need to know what this is. I'm very bad at this. Very, very bad at this. I handed the controller to, Big Robertson's. He took over for me for a minute and he did it. These are just like rejected Mario Party minigames. Home Run Derby. Home Run Kirby. That right there is the end result of Sephiroth summoning Meteor. I didn't do too bad on the gauges, but I didn't hit in the best spot. I just want to beat green. And blue is a fucking maniac. Wow. Okay. Chat. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. First person to guess the number as well as pick a power is what I use. Go. Looks like I'm doing chef. It was 6. And the first one I saw was 6 chef.
Show me a moves! Show me a Roberts!
This motherfucker. I had an idea for a video game. This is any good, but hear me out, hear me out. It's called Darker Souls. It's even harder than Dark Souls, but it's more rewarding. Like, you get a yacht when you beat it. And then the follow-up to Darker Souls will be Darkest Dungeon. It's the darkest game in the series!
I bought a nice pack of Werther's Originals. Do you like Werther's Originals?
Oh yes. Now that is a good flavor. Caramel, coffee, and caramel flavor. Yes. Werther's Originals. Let me pop one now. Let's see if I can have a Werther's Original and not make it sound like I have one in my mouth. We should do a poll. We should do a poll. Any mods available to do a poll? I have an important question for us all. The poll is, do you bite the Werther's Original? Like, do you just fucking chew on it like a hard candy? Or do you actually let it melt in your mouth? Because I can't resist the urge sometimes. There are times where I have to just like, I'm like, "Yuck!" It seems to be a sample group, you know? I'd say it's gonna hover around this region, even in the, if the votes go to like the thousands. I would say that I'm 50-50 on bite versus suck. And, this is not about Roberts or anything like that. This is a weird topic of conversation. Oh boy. Again, I'm sure this won't ever be taken out of context. Option 3 is both. No, it's you gotta choose one or the other. Like, I think it's important that you make a hard decision here. I don't know, I'm sorry, I keep bringing Robertsons into this. It's not my intention. It's just, it's a funny word, and I think about it a lot lately. I think about Roberts a lot too, just as a thing, but I mean, in a general sense, the word Robertsons makes me laugh, and so it's been extra on my mind. There's gotta be like a whole subsect of the chat that's generally new to the streams or doesn't watch that much. It's like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? What do you mean, Roberts? What do you mean? Tonight on Hard Candy, harder decisions, Werther's Originals, bite or suck? Fucking hell. I just feel bad for the people who, like, said that their dads were... Like I said, a friend of mine was like, my dad's name is Robert, and whenever you say that, it makes me uncomfortable. Sorry about that. Sorry. I have a favorite moment. I have a favorite moment from, Jeff Goldblum and Conan. And it's a subtle one, and, I want to show you, if you don't mind. Thank you. No one said, go ahead, Vinny. I just did it anyway. I just particularly enjoy this moment right here of Jeff Goldblum.
One has many lozenge choices, and there are many good ones. Fisherman's Friend is nice, very strong.
Oh. Working both sides of the street now, eh?
I have no skin in the game. You know what I mean by that. You need to be shocked at that. You've seen that before, certainly.
Everything you do is odd and unusual.
Only
Who does that?
eyes.
No, you're talking to me, you choke on a lozenge. We're in mid-conversation, and then you start taking your watch off, dangling it around. You know, what if I did that, you know, and just was talking, oh, this is normal.
Yes, what I did was equivalent to that.
So, yeah, it's just a strange guy. That wasn't the one. There was another one where he tells Andy to consider his chest hair. That one I liked. Now I'm just checking out Jeff Goldblum videos on YouTube. This is a good stream. Good stream. I'm like, wow, what a strange guy. But this dude seems content in all aspects of his life. He's making bank. He's doing voiceover in a Jurassic Park game. He's doing memes. And then he gets to go on talk shows and just be like a jerk. Just a nice, weird guy. I think as he gets older, he's just becoming more, like, comfortable and just weird. Just more himself. Oh, shit. I'm chewing now. Sorry. I bit on the Werther's Original. God damn it. Shit. There should have been a 50-50 option. There really, really should have been. Vinny is eating and stopping to watch other videos on YouTube. I don't care! I told you, I've become so numb. I'm just too comfortable on stream. You know, I didn't like the second Jurassic Park movie, but at least we got more Goldblum. It makes up for it a little bit. I'd like to share my thoughts now, for a moment, if you don't mind, on this game mode as a whole, which is to say, it's not so much a hole as it is a well. No, you're just gonna have to stay dead, sorry. And this is what happens when we abandon our friends. Oh right, I forgot to give you guys the update on the kazoos. Hang on a minute. Problem with kazoo issues. It says here, Dear Vinny, I played your kazoo and it turned my great-grandmother into a wet metal kazoo lip golem. Now my entire bloodline is made of kazoo lippy golems and I can't find a kazooie lip golem mate to wed who has a compatible interface. Thanks a lot, Beansauce. P.S. Kazussi. Follow-up. Kazoo gave me AIDS. Problem kazoo-related. This is Bakey Richards. Your fucking kazoo ate my firstborn child, Shaky Richards. You will be in contact with my team of lawyers, and there's a lot of them. Thanks. Question about the Vinesauce kazoo. Dear Vinny, I stuck an entire Vinesauce kazoo in my mouth last week, and I think it caused me to be sick. Is this normal? My stomach feels a bit strange, my mouth is dry, my urine is blue, I grew a tail. I can hear voices of the elder gods, my cat can cast Leviathan spells. Vinny, I'm tired of eating grass. Oh, because he turned into a cow. Okay. It's cool, bro. Kazoo-related issues. Vinny, I recently ground up a plastic Vinesauce kazoo into fine dust and inhaled it. I think I'm having some related health issues. An Argonian has befriended me over a boxing match, but then soon after used me as a human sacrifice. Now I'm just a ghost, and I entirely blame this on the Vinesauce kazoo. What gives? Signed, Benor. Looks like we've got ourselves some comedians! Rip Benor. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing anything with your Vinesauce kazoo other than blowing into it. Not blowing it, but blowing into it. But I think you're gonna have to go with my gut instinct on this, and I think those were fake. However, the kazoo giving someone diarrhea was probably real. I think the diarrhea was 100% unrelated, however. You know, the kazoo diarrhea thing is kind of like the if it weren't for my horse moment. Let's apply the sentence. So, if it weren't for my horse, I wouldn't have spent that year in college. If it weren't for my Vinesauce kazoo, I wouldn't have had diarrhea. Love. I did the lore already. Or maybe I didn't. Not for that one. Oh well. Between the chef compressing and Gooey's eyes going mental. Sorry, Gooey just made me laugh. The New Testament. Now what's that? I read the Old Testament. How is the new one any better? New Super Testament 64. This is a whole other thing. So, why did DDD decide to become this twat? This twaddle-dee. Where can you get a diarrhea kazoo? Well, those are a special edition. Yeah, those are known to give people diarrhea. So I would recommend those. Those are on ownage.com/Vinesauce. You can check the description in my Twitch page to go to the merch store, and you can get the grab bag, which will give you a diarrhea kazoo. Wow. Umbrella, thank you so much. It's really nice of you, Umbrella person. Parasol. Vinny, help, I've played through this mode 29 times. 29 times, you say? How can you do that? How can you spend that much times? I mean, I've probably played through Kirby's Dream Land like 29 times. Because, you know, back in my day when the game was the game. No, when I was Bab and games were hard to come by, and you just played the games that you had over and over and over again. Kirby's Dream Land was one of those games. I really liked it, and I wanted to discover all the secrets. Well, how do I do that move? That's not fair. This chef has better moves than I do. Oh no! The weak have been cold. Someone said, God damn it, why is this game so cute? I'm gonna tell it to stop being cute. So it looks like I'm doing this again. Galacta Night. Morpho Night. Oh, interesting. On the Day of Judgment, this fluttery fiend will fly into action, brought into existence by the greatest warrior in the galaxy. Reborn as a knight of doom through the years of adversity, now begins an epic battle with a pure being twisted by a dark past. Anyway, this is kind of cool. Morpho Night. Morpho Night is based on a beta Meta Knight design. Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, so this is boss thing now. Let's see. I'm gonna start with a zesty expedition. Wait a minute, so if you eat the food early, people are saying I wasted the food. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, that food is for later. I get it. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I made this harder on myself. Nope. I was inside the king. King DDD's inside story. Stop that. Do not hurt the curb. Now, I know what you're thinking, Vinny. This is so cheesy you could put this on a sandwich. And you are not wrong. Which brings me to my next question. What is your favorite cheese to put on a sandwich? This is an important question. I need to know the answer. Provolone? Yeah, provolone's usually my go-to. I go, provolone for most things. A little bit of cheddar. And I like Swiss. Yeah, I'd say this makes things a little easier. And I'm gonna go for a spicy adventure. Holy shit. I've never seen this. Look how slow that shit gets thrown. It's great. I think Spear Waddle Dee's gonna be in Smash. I really do. Like, Waddle Dee's got an amiibo. Like, they're registering trademarks, Waddle Dee's adventures. I'm lying. But no, for real though, I kinda like this character. I mean, there's not much character development, but he's got spears. I don't know, I say, we replace Meta Knight with Bandana Waddle Dee. Sound good? You know, because not every character can make it into Smash 5. Like, we lost Ice Climbers and Wolf and stuff like that. So I think it would be best to replace maybe Meta Knight or Kirby with a Waddle Dee. I think would be great. Replace Dark Pit. I think we need Dark Pit. We also need Light Pit. We need Right Pit and Left Pit. And then maybe we can start thinking about some of the other Waddle Dees that deserve to be in Smash. Peach Pit would be great as well. It would be like a pink gold peach, but you know, like a pit. Armpit would be fantastic. I agree. Yeah, Armpit would be cool. Pit Stop would be excellent as well. Maybe Brad Pitt. Yeah, I think I agree with that. So let's just get rid of all the Pokemon, Fire Emblem Kirby characters, Ness and Lucas. Instead of Ridley, let's actually remove Samus from the game and just keep Dark Samus. And then of course we can have Cockpit. Yeah, Pit would be good for every character, but Cockpit I think would be a really good one. Pittsburgh, yeah, get Pittsburgh in the game. For Pittsburgh, we can replace Link, and then we can get Dead Horse, and we can beat it to death with a pit. One of the many numerous pits that will be in the game. Instead of Palutena, we'll get Pit Lutena. For real though, I would actually be kind of pissed if Palutena was removed, because I kind of liked Palutena. That was an attempt at one of my mains in Smash 4. Vomit in the ball pit. That's a good variation. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm having some issues here. Shit. I don't know, I guess I kinda have to learn some more of Marx's moves. Is there a better choice for this than Marx, you guys think? How do you lose as Marx? I don't know. Yeah, I think Gooey's a good choice for this. I think I'm a fan of Gooey. Do you think Gooey likes to tongue DDD's swole pecs? Vinny, who made you this way? You did, chat. I learned it from watching you. What the fuck am I doing? How am I almost dead? What have I done? Marx, yeah, Marx, save me! Marx, save me! I think Marx might be a little bit more overpowered than Gooey. Cause God knows I'm fucking beefing this. Vinny, my brother's name is Robert Robertson. He is a doctor. How does that make you feel? You can be successful in that world if you have two big Robertsons. Okay, now Kracko should be really, really easy with Gooey, if my calculations are correct. If my quackulations are correct. Marks, please. Yeah, I took a pretty sizable amount of damage there. Galacta Knight has returned. Morpho Knight, sorry. Whoa! Marks just got fucked up. Rock to water combo. The Soul Melter difficulty is now unlocked. Oh no. Oh my god, look at that art of Kirby. Someone said to bring Kawasaki so I can get heals. It's just a couple of fruits this time. Look at my health bar. My health bar is bullshit. Yeah, this sucks. Vinny, I'm sorry to say you aren't going to beat this. You're probably better off doing Dark Souls. Have faith. I have no faith in myself for this. So yeah, you're probably right. I mean, this is a pretty fucking good move if you want to be a little cheap. Oh, but you can also, of course, some enemies can still hit you. I like how it says 10 more, maybe? I'm also, no matter what happens here, if I win or lose, probably lose, I will be going to bed. It's another one of those long-ass days. I'm still playing catch-up, and I'm still having issues with taxes in the bank. Open certain accounts to do certain things, so I can put in money for, like, retirement. I know, I know. But it's true, though, you pay less taxes if you put money into a retirement account, and I really needed to do that, but they were giving me the fucking runaround, and then the dude I was working with got, like, removed from the company. Someone who's been there, like, 25 years. Got, like, shit-canned, and no one knows why, really. And he had all of my files, so we had to start all over again. Been quite an adventure, I'll say that. I'm retiring. Yes, I am retiring. Tomorrow. No more streams from me. And the future was saved. Vinny, wow, that sounds rough. What was your new account number? Oh, okay. It was, 42066666808. Sorry, 80085. 808 works for this stream considering the word Bob. Oh yeah, it's true. That's not good. Here you go. This is your new lore. It's just a song, man. It's just a song. Come on. Oh, here you go. You're joking! Imagine beating this with default Kirby. I could also think of kicking a nail into a wall. Holy shit. Welcome back to the party, Rick. A cherry. I was given a cherry! Please. Please, oh lord. Please let me do this. Okay, it's this thing again. So I have to do all this shit again? Oh, that means I can't cheese this out. I thought maybe it could be done with Marx's cheapness, but now it's looking less likely. Please put those away. Like, I don't know what's in store for me after this. And I don't have enough health to learn how to do an entirely new enemy. Please don't take damage. Fuck! Fuck. That was it. Okay. God damn it, man. Alright. Well, almost. Almost. Apparently, yeah, well, I don't think there was another hit left. There was probably like another 3 or 4 hits When I say 3 or 4 hits, I mean like 3 or 4 black holes. So I think that would have taken a little bit longer. As you'll see here, I want to try to get to some of the levels. But Adeline's here. Adeline and Ribbon from Kirby 64, which this was a fan request. I saw a lot of people clamoring for Adeline before they were announced, so this is kind of exciting. And Kirby 64 is just beautiful. And then, of course, this is the new confirmed Smash Brothers character. So you get Dark Pit versus Dark Link versus Dark Meta Knight versus Dark Samus versus Dark Mario versus Dark... And Doro from Kirby Squeak Squad. So, I mean, it's kind of baffling to me that this game is still getting updates, but it's kind of cool too. Now, there's new levels. How long would it take to get to the new levels? You're in one right now. Oh, cool. All right, great. This is the first stage of Kirby 64. You know, you could have fooled me. I thought this was the first stage of this game. I really did not know that. I'll be honest, the Green Greens stages look very similar to me. You got me. You got me. I know that there's a couple other Kirby 64 levels that were repurposed for this DLC. Unless it's, like, choppy. Like, if we're starting at 60 and then it goes down to 30, then I start getting annoyed. But I'm more or less okay with the combat. I think it can handle it just fine. It absolutely can. If Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 can handle it. I think that they're running into problems porting the engine over, though. Maybe... because it was playable at fucking PAX. I saw it. It looked alright. I think, the HD version that they're going for might be posing some issues, though. Maybe the enhancements are a problem. I don't know. I'm really fucking this up. I'm beefing this game mode right now. Anyway, here's this absolute fucking unit once again. Kirby gameplay, but with Vinny telling a story. Well, Kirby's a more chill game early on in the early levels. It's not as engaging as when you're playing like Donkey Kong or something. You know, so you kind of... you just go through, you listen to some nice music, you suck some enemies up into you, and... then that happens. Talk shit, get hit. Alright, here's another controversial opinion. Kirby games can be easy sometimes. Shh. I know, it was a strong opinion. Can be easy sometimes. Best music. Now that's a smart computer. Jesus, did you see that? Dude waited. You know what else I used to make? Progs. Progs? Okay, so what Progs were they worked with America Online. They were really big in like 1997, 1998. And they were just like to mess with people. They had like chat clients and you could like email bomb people and punt people off the internet. Punting was overloading their instant messages until they froze, their computer froze. Where you just spam messages. So with the help of a prog, you can just spam someone's IMs so that they freeze up. And then some progs had games and like little functions and improvements. So I made progs, or I didn't really make them. I mean, I used Visual Basic 3, and by the time I actually ended up kind of finishing one-ish, and like actually getting somewhere with it, America Online updated, and everyone was using AOL 4.0, and none of the stuff that I was doing was compatible. And then not even to... I couldn't even preserve it because Norton Antivirus then detected my prog as a virus. So all of my many, many, many months of hard work got detected as a virus, and I couldn't recover it. It was just, like, quarantined and deleted. And I didn't know what the fuck I was doing at the time, so... it was malware, I mean, let's face it. To some extent. It wasn't, like, malicious. It wasn't, like, a virus. It wasn't designed to really fuck with people's computers permanently. It was... my prog was just a bunch of little fun features that I was learning VB3 to do. And then it was a bunch of, like, yeah, you could punt people and freeze their computer a little bit, but they could just restart. That was the worst. That was the worst it would do. It wasn't trying to steal social security. It wasn't trying to, like, steal your credit card or your girlfriend. It was just trying to, like, you know, have a little fun. It was malware. But yeah, it was a little bit, it was heartbreaking to realize that AOL was no longer compatible with my malware. Because, you know, I had a friend that got me into it. This is the thing. This dude who got left back, when he entered my grade, we became friends, and he was the one who introduced me to all this shit. He also broke my fish tank. That's another story. Maybe some of you remember it. He got me into Final Fantasy VII. That was kind of cool. And PlayStation games. But he also tried to troll me one time by saying, yo, I love downloading custom progs. Like, you should do that. You should go to Yahoo or Alta Vista, I believe was the search engine that I used at the time. Alta Vista. He was like, yo, you should Google. You should search for custom progs. So I did, and it was a virus. And my virus scan detected it while he was over my house. I was like, oh, you're an asshole. That was strike one. Strike two was that he threw a bottle of baby lotion at my fish tank, which I used for tree frogs. Broke it, shattered it into 1,000 pieces. That was strike two. And strike three was that, well, he was just kind of a dick. Also had a cockatiel that was never named. It's like, oh, you know, here's a cockatiel, let's not name it. But we nicknamed it Fuckhead at one point, but a loving, you know, it was a loving nickname. I was perfectly content to call it Bird. I had a snake. We called that one Mr. Snake. Very creative with names. Very creative. Vincent has a father. No, I was birthed from the universe. There was a supernova, and then the Star Child emerged and fucking fell to Earth to bring you shitposts and fucking disgusting, repetitious, unoriginal memes and red letter media jokes that have been done already. And, hey Mario, we're gonna do drugs today? Yeah, Luigi. A lot of these levels feel new to me anyway, just because I haven't played the game in like 4 or 5 months. I'm a YouTuber, everybody. Check out my series on Kirby, where I pretend like I know what I'm talking about for a couple hours and then stop playing the game. Or even better, how I say, oh, I just played Kirby 64 not too long ago, and then forget what the levels look like. That's a quality YouTube series right there. Someone just wrote shock thought. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Do we not have a Captain Falcon emote yet? Don't tempt me. Good. I saw how low my health was, too. Adeline was missing for a while, and people weren't happy about that. Yeah, like, rioting in the streets. It was like the LA riots. It was like cars were being fucking destroyed. Yeah, they were like Molotov cocktails. All because Adeline wasn't in Kirby video games for a little while. Crazy. Crazy shit. What if I just do this and wait? Yeah, that seems like it's good enough. I found the cheese. Sometimes when you go down a YouTube rabbit hole for video games, which I like to do, especially if I'm about to like take a nap and I don't really want to watch anything that I need to pay full attention to, I'll start with a video from like Super Bunny Hop or, you know, one of the people I've mentioned over the past year or two that does the more in-depth stuff that proposes ideas and theories, or maybe just analyzes the creation of a game and the creator's headspace, and it's like really interesting stuff. But then, if I leave YouTube to its own devices, I'll usually get number 7, top 7 gibberish voices in video games. You want to know why Banjo-Kazooie talk like this? Alright, well keep watching. Top 8 video game characters that didn't make the transition into 3D. And you know what? The videos are fine. I watched a channel that was doing this because I was too lazy to get up and change it, and I just fell asleep to it. But the thing was, they are just saying things about the games. There's no analysis. It's all surface level. Like, Bubsy was bad. But Bubsy wasn't always bad. It didn't always destroy your eyes. And then, like, a couple light jokes. Not like Big Bang Theory level of joke. You're just listing games that have voices that are... Vinny, why does nobody love me? Wow, that's a hell of a question. Oh, I'm definitely qualified to answer questions like that. For sure. Video game shitpost streamer? Yeah, no, I got this. Just hold on loosely, but don't let go. If you cling too tightly, you're gonna lose control. You see it all around you. Good lovin' gone bad, and usually it's too late when you realize what you've had. So you want to just hold on loosely, but don't let go. If you cling too tight, babe, you're gonna lose control. Your baby needs someone to believe in and a whole lot of space to breathe in. See, now that is the advice. It's actually from a psychology textbook. So I hope I've helped with the problem. Yeah, the psychologist, I believe, was called 38 Special. 38 Special Easy Steps to reading song lyrics on stream, and also to having people love you. Or you can just get a dog. Dogs are nice. They love unconditionally. They're good friends. I mean, you might get like 10 to 15 really good, happy, you know, years. That's pretty cool. Maybe buy a turtle. Oh, dude, get a turtle. Get a turtle. Turtles will fucking outlive you. Turtles? Someone just said turtles are OP. They are. I think humans are probably OP though, if you think about it. We have too many advantages over the other animals. And the ones we don't have advantages over, we can build something that'll give us the edge. I hope humans get nerfed in the next patch. Tier Zoo? Oh, is that the channel that does the, basically what I just said? Okay. Yeah, no, I've seen a little bit of it. That isn't specifically what I was referencing. I was just doing obvious jokes, but yeah, I think it's like he pretends like it's patch notes, and like he analyzes various animals that might be overpowered. Something like that, right? I gotta watch that. Yeah, now, after the stream, maybe I'll watch that and go down a rabbit hole of Tier Zoo, which will lead to top 10 most coolest animals that live under 5 years. Wow! Lobsters are OP. You know, I'll tell you a thing or two about lobsters. Lobsters are technically immortal. What if you eat a lobster? It gets replaced with shit. Is this game still fun? It's fine. The fun of Kirby for me is the new powers, the abilities. So, one of the problems I have with this game mode is that you're just stuck with one character the whole time. Granted, Adeline's versatile. Quit hitting yourself! Someone said this looks too easy. Well, the main game of Star Allies didn't start getting difficult until the last, like, you know, 25%. But, I died plenty. This, yeah, I've been on autopilot, more or less, which is why I've been saying stupid things for the past hour and a half. It's just, I don't think Kirby games are as easy as people say they are. I think they have their moments, and then the true arena stuff is hard. There's a lot of optional, difficult Kirby shit. So it's a really unfair generalization to say that Kirby games are just always easy. They're not. They're easy sometimes. Make them harder for yourself, or you can play the game modes that make them really difficult. So it's there if you want it, the challenge. But what I will say is that I did, play Splatoon 2's Octoling expansion. I played Bloodborne, Hollow Knight. These games are not known for being walks in the park necessarily. So compared to that, yeah, this is an easy game. But compared to just game in general, I think this is Babby games necessarily. It's not fucking Mario paints by number. Point proven. Fucking hell. I was like, I could just spam paintings and I wouldn't have to actually do anything. Triple bonk. I don't have to do anything if I really don't want to. I can just let Bonkers take care of all of this. Bonkers, you take care of this. I'm just gonna be over here. Fuck! Yeah. Because you're on autopilot. You are on autopilot. I'm on autopilot playing Kirby, but my brain has never been more in control of me. Oh, the ninja's got some special moves. Ah! Secret technique. I only have 31 lives left. What will I do? I still think that this is one of the coolest parts of this game. The fact that it's about friendship, and the main villain throws the corpses of his friends to attack you. Because he is anti-friendship. Hour and a half it took. So it's like a condensed Kirby experience, as I said earlier. Yeah, it's a good update. These updates are pretty decent for Kirby. You get some new characters, you get some new levels, and then you can go through Gauntlet, so to speak. Take you a little over an hour. And then you go fuck yourself when you're done. You never beat the Soul Melter, that's true, I didn't. Oh, so this is like an entirely different moveset? Mostly. I try not to say it as much as I used to, or as much as I could. But this motherfucker edgy. I saw Dark Croissant. What did it say? Dark... This is like Cloud in Kirby form. Apparently, Dark Meta Knight has some good levels. A couple people were saying that these ones are good. I believe it. Edge Mouse. These characters are really, really well done. They did not fuck around with these characters. This is not like a quick, just throw out, get a character in the game, quick. Like, this feels like it was part of the game from the beginning. But there's stuff here. The main adventure is a little short, but, you know, if you wanted to go through all this stuff, you have a lot of characters to do it with and a bunch of new levels along the way. So I think this is a worthwhile Switch game. I think Kirby fans, you know, Kirby fans were pretty happy with this one, right? Generally? I was. I don't think it's as good as some of the ones on the 3DS. Well, some of the ones I say. I mean Planet Robobot. But I really like that one. But overall, very good.